start to turn your attention in towards your breath and in towards how you're feeling. We're gonna breathe in and reach up. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, reach up. Maybe you even reach back. You can have your hands on your lower back for a little more support. Breathe out and fold forward. Shake it out a little bit. Keep moving with your breath, a few more rounds. Just finding your back bend with your hands on your back or up in the air. And then finding your forward bend. Shaking it out. Maybe you shake your head. No, no. Yes, yes. Inhale, reaching up and back. Exhale to walk your hands forward and down. Let's meet back at standing. Do some side stretches. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean over to one side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean over to the other side. A couple more breaths. And then the next time you're back at center, you can relax your arms down. We're just gonna toss the arms a little side to side, get a twist going. Try to look over your shoulder as you go. If you're tight on space, just bring your hands to the back of your head and you won't take up too much space. That way your hands don't hit against anything. And then we're gonna come back to center slowly. Kind of let your body stop swaying and spinning on its own. Relax your shoulders. We're gonna come to a frog pose. We've been working on crow a lot. Today we're gonna work on just a little bit more arm strength and we'll get back to practicing that arm balance tomorrow. From our frog pose, if you wanna take a couple frog jumps, you definitely can. We're gonna step back into a lizard pose. So I'm gonna show you from the side. When you step back into your lizard pose, your frog squat toes are gonna go from pointing out to the side to pointing straight ahead. And we're gonna try and keep the knee over the ankle. So step one, foot back. See how I turned my toes to point forward? I actually have to slide my foot a little forward. I drop my back knee down, but you can also have the toes tucked and keep the knee lifted. Keeping my hands on the ground, this is a nice hip opener. Take a few deep breaths. If you feel super comfortable, you can lower your elbows down to the ground. But sometimes only one elbow will go down, so then you want to stay lifted up until you can get both elbows down. Take another breath here. Now let's try a jump switch where we take the front foot back and the back foot forward. 1, 2, 3, jump switch. Great. Make sure those toes are pointing straight ahead. Knee over the ankle. Hands are inside the front foot. Take a couple breaths here. Maybe now we do another jump switch where we take the front foot back, back foot forward. Ready, set, jump, switch. Nice. Let's see if we can jump switch 2 more times. Jump, switch, jump, switch. Awesome job with the jump switching. Now we're gonna come to a plank pose, the top of a push-up. And we're gonna see, can you bring your knee to touch your elbow like this? 1 foot forward, knee to elbow. Try the other side, maybe it's easier on the other side. Knee to elbow. Let's try 3 on each side. 1, 2, 3. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3. Come to rest in a child's pose, or maybe you want to rest back in your frog squat, or maybe you have a lot of energy now and you want to practice your crow pose. All right, wherever you are, you're going gonna make your way to sitting on your bottom, and we're gonna practice some boat pose. So if you like to use the towel for your boat pose, grab it so it's nearby. Come to balancing on your bottom. Remember, there's lots of different ways to do the boat pose, but we're trying to keep our spine straight and long and our bottoms balancing on the ground. So maybe you just take your hands behind your knees, lean back, lift your toes. Or maybe you take the towel around your feet and lift them up. This is probably my favorite way to do boat pose because it helps me to stretch out my legs nice and long. We're gonna take a few breaths here. Careful, because sometimes in boat pose we roll onto our backs. You wanna stay on your bottom the whole time. 2 more breaths. And the next time you're exhaling, bring your feet down to rest. We're gonna come to sit like butterflies. This means you bring the bottoms of your feet together, kind of like a book. They can open up just as long as the pinky toe edge of your feet are touching. From here, we're gonna see if we can roll all the way down to lying on the back. And maybe you wanna stay here lying on the back. If this is comfortable, you're welcome to stay here and relax. Or maybe you inhale, roll your way back up, and then exhale and fold forward over your toes. Pick to do the butterfly folded forward or lying down, and we're gonna hold it for about 6 breaths. Breathing in and out. Notice what's on your mind. Whatever you're thinking about, pretend you can blow it away, or maybe you're floating on the back of a beautiful butterfly. Three more breaths. Wherever you are, we're gonna make our way up to sit, and you can stay with the butterfly legs if you want to. And if you're really liking lying back in the butterfly shape, you can definitely stay there for this next part. We're just gonna center and finish our mindful moment now. So wherever you are, sitting with a nice tall spine, if you're lying on the ground, feel your spine stretching out across the floor. Bring your hands over at the center of your chest. You can close your eyes if you want to, or maybe you just find one spot that's not moving and put your gaze there on a focal point. Notice your breath. Notice how your breath feels. Maybe you can feel your heart beating. If there's anything on your mind right now, try to blow it away as you breathe. Inhaling to notice, exhaling to let it go. And then turn your attention in towards your heart and notice what's in your heart today. Whatever's in there, surround it with your favorite color. Whatever's in your heart, see if you can inhale and breathe it into your whole body. And as you exhale, send what you love out into the world. So a few more breaths. Inhaling love and exhaling love. We're talking free love. Inhaling freedom. Exhaling freedom. One more breath. And we'll finish our practice by just listening to the sound of our chime as it begins, has its moment, and then fades away. Thank you so much for joining. I look forward to seeing you again soon.